If you were sent back in time several hundred years, do you think you could survive and thrive, or would you be burnt at the stake for being a witch? Well, now you can find out. Welcome to PastMaster, the show turning history into an AI-powered choose-your-own-adventure game. On this week's episode, we're not going to try and survive and thrive in the past. Instead, we're going to do a death wish speedrun competition. What are we saying the rules are? Is it just best death, fastest death?
I think fastest, it's a bit like with figure skating, there's a technical mark and an artistic mark as well. So
I like
the
that.
technical is for quickest
how.
and artistic is how you go about it.
On a brutal penal colony boat to Australia, which one of us can lose the game first?
You're standing on the shores of Port Jackson, chains still clanking, surrounded by desperate men, ruthless soldiers and a landscape that wants you dead.
I'm still chained.
Souned like it, your chains are still
Okay,
clanking.
you guys got to run away.
Run around.
And extra points for the most stylish death.
You may have died in agony, but you died fabulously.
Hey, how's it going?
Tan, how are you?
I'm good. I'm delighted to be back in the Hen and Hound with you and friend of the show,
Back again.
Mr. Nick Horseman.
Hey, welcome.
Hey.
Yeehaw!
Howdy, partners.
Can't keep you out of the chair. Okay, so we were talking on the last episode how you'd basically invented a new type of way of playing PastMaster, which if listeners haven't heard the episode, Nick decided to see how quickly he could die. So we've got a hard mode that we've played before, which you do tend to die pretty quickly, but that's not that, we've always tried to not die in it. We just happened to die. So we thought, fuck it, we're going to lean into it. Today we're going to do Death Wish speedrun.
Yes.
And I thought, just to spice things up a bit more, we should do it on DeepSeek. Which,
Ooh.
have you heard of DeepSeek, Nick?
I've not, no. What's
It's
DeepSeek?
the Chinese deep state.
It's the Chinese deep state listening to everything we say. So it's basically their version of ChatGPT.
Okay, I have heard
I
of
think
it.
we've
yeah.
used it once before and it was surprisingly good.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was quite funny. So I don't.
That's China's slogan, though, isn't it? Surprisingly good.
Quite funny.
Made in China, surprisingly good.
So I've loaded up the hard mode prompt, and I'm assuming this isn't going to be a very quick game. So potentially, maybe we all have a go at this.
Yes.
See who has the best death. You up for that?
Okay,
Time
certainly.
trial. Yeah, 100%.
So Nick, would you like to go first?
I'll set the time, yeah. I mean, record holder, yeah, absolutely. Heat number one,
Winners
lane number
numbers.
one. Yeah, absolutely.
I suppose we should. What are we saying the rules are? Is it just best death, fastest death?
I think fastest, it's a bit like with figure skating, there's a technical mark and an artistic mark as well. So
Okay, I like
the
that.
technical is for quickest
how.
and artistic is how you go about it,
good
perhaps.
touch. Did it.
How about this then? So the other two non-players will be marks out of 10.
Yeah.
And then DeepSeek will give us a mark out of 10.
Yeah.
And
And
you
then
take
we'll
the
see.
average.
And
We'll
take
see
the
who
average,
wins.
yeah, proper figure skating
love it.
rules,
Love
yeah.
it.
A bit like Come Dine With Me. Come dine with me. Hey.
Come die with me.
Should we all use the same era? Or
I mean,
not necessarily.
that levels the playing field, because otherwise somebody could be doing a 100-meter sprint, someone else could be doing a marathon.
That's what I'm thinking.
I think, why not?
Yeah.
Because we've tried it once before and it was very, very different and it felt
Yeah.
like kind of a mishmash. Let's lean in, wherever we choose, that's where we're going, man.
Yeah, so it's a time trial, but you've got to do it on the same course, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise-
Here's a quick reminder on how this works. We've created a set of instructions that we give to an AI tool like ChatGPT. And this essentially tells it all of the rules of the game. The AI then acts as our game master and it decides what happens after each action that we give it. One of us will be the player, and one of us will read out what the game master says, complete with terrible attempts at accents. It's a bit like the original text adventure RPG games, or one of those choose your own adventure books where you have various options on how to proceed. Only with the AI, it's open-ended, so anything can happen, and usually does. Final thing we need to clarify then.
Yeah.
Do we load up the prompt fresh each time, or do we say, I want to play again? Because if we say I want to play again, I don't know how much of it's going to be influenced by the previous player.
I would say probably load it up again.
I think load it
just
up
for a
again. Yeah.
clean slate.
Absolutely. Reset.
Fair's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, let's dive in. Question number 1. What is your name, player?
Speedy.
Speedy Deathman. Just Speedy?
Speedy. Yeah, I'm going for word count here, folks. I'm just going to say Speedy. He's just asked my name? No, where I want to go. Okay.
Question number 2. What era of history would you like to go back to, Speedy?
Right, so what era are we saying, chaps?
I mean, I'm thinking something that's brutal. I'm thinking medieval warfare.
Okay.
Crusades or something.
Yeah, maybe the Crusades, or even how about England v France, the 100 Years' War?
Yeah.
Like English kings campaigning in France, going from town to town. There's like battlefields. There's English armies.
Okay.
There's Agincourt, that shit.
Bit easy, I reckon, to die there. That's all I'm saying. I mean, I'm up for it. But I mean, if there's all these swords lying around, then...
You pick up a sword.
Someone's going to hurt, mate. You know what I mean?
Okay, if you... I do take your point.
Yeah, no suicide.
But, okay,
Yeah,
no suicide's not
suicide,
allowed.
yeah.
And also, it doesn't want to be like... you can't be in a padded cell with no sharp instruments.
No, we can't make
It's
it that
got to be
challenging.
somewhere in the middle. How about we've done medieval Japan before? I'm actually watching Shogun at the moment.
Oh, yeah?
That there's a lot of very rapid, brutal stuff going on there. How about medieval Japan?
We were talking last time I was here about your PastMaster map, and you said there are a few places that you haven't been that often.
Africa and Asia.
Africa and Asia. Have you done Australia?
No,
Have not done
And
Australia.
there's famously a lot of poisonous animals there, aren't there?
Why don't we go to Australia on one of the convict ships? The famous convict ships
Hell yes.
from England. We've just arrived.
We're going to a penal colony.
Yeah, we just arrived.
Love it.
Yeah?
Love it. Yes.
There we go. Another mark on the map.
Perfect.
Yeah.
What an inspired idea. And I guess
Yeah,
we're not
but-
necessarily all going to be prisoners. One of us might be like a prison guard
Exactly.
or a warden or...
Yeah, so if we just
There'll be
say...
a roll of the dice. So I put convict ships just arrived in penal colony in Australia,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then it will.
And that's will have to be the same for all of us.
Yes.
Yeah, perfect. I love
Let me
it.
just copy that so we can just
Yeah, great.
paste it somewhere.
Because I feel like there's enough danger there without it being there's no war,
Yeah.
so it's not like
You're not like going to just get an arrow through the
exactly.
eye.
Or you can't just go, oh, I got shot, and now
Yeah,
yeah.
that's a very
Yeah.
astute point.
All
Okay,
right.
and then question number 3: what makes you think you're going to succeed, punk?
My balls.
With no context.
Perfect.
Oh, fantastic! My balls. That's your grand strategy. Listen here, Speedy. You're standing on the filthy docks of Port Jackson, 1788, surrounded by half-starved convicts, redcoats and muskets, and the kind of dysentery that melts your insides. But sure, let's pin all your hopes on your balls.
Wouldn't be the first time, my brother.
I wouldn't expect this. Like when I think of China, I think of like very straight-faced diplomats. I do not think of this sort of balls chat. It's quite funny. It's quite sassy.
The balls chat strong. So it's given you a starting situation as Sydney Cove. Oh, you've got inventory. So you're in ragged convict clothes. You've got a stolen rusty spoon and your balls.
Is it actually listed my balls?
In brackets it says apparently.
Love it.
Wow. Objective, don't die, or do, I don't care. And then it's saying choose your first move. So it's giving you some options, but I don't know if you want to.
No, I don't want options. So what have I got? A rusty spoon,
Rusty spoon and your balls.
balls, and ragged convict clothes. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I just want to die straight out. Okay. I slap a red coat in the face and then jab him in the ribs with my rusty spoon. Because that's not. I'm not saying I'm stabbing him. I am stabbing him, but I don't expect to pierce the skin with a rusty spoon. I'm just.
Of course.
It's gonna be painful. Though,
It'd
isn't
be
it?
annoying at the very least.
Yeah, it's like,
You fucking arsehole.
But also, you've got all this way, travel for a year or whatever on a boat. You finally get there. You're like, yeah.
yeah,
Okay, here we go.
this might do it.
Okay. Oh, Speedy, you absolute moron. You take your grimy convict hand and slap a redcoat with your bare hand, then went for the rusty spoon. What happens next? The redcoat does not appreciate being slapped, neither do his 3 friends standing behind you. Your spoon attack? Pathetic. He sidesteps. Your sad little thrust just ticks him off more. Musket butt to the face. Your nose is now broken.
Ouch.
You're dragged to the flogging post. You get 50 lashes.
Oh, that's a lot.
You pass out at 30. And there's something like a bullet point list.
Yeah.
Branded as a troublemaker and your rusty spoon.
Branded, like
No,
so that's your brand, or literally branded.
Troublemaker.
It just says branded as a
Entrepreneur,
Yeah.
troublemaker.
That's like your Twitter bio.
Rusty Spoon by Troublemaker.
Well, your rusty spoon's been confiscated.
Oh, yeah.
So
Is that a type of perfume?
Yeah.
it says, now you eat with your hands like an animal. Game over. So,
Well played.
done.
Boom.
Cause of death, being an idiot.
Yes. So how many? What was that? Three,
So-
4 prompts?
Well, I mean,
I think one really.
one
wasn't it?
because
Really,
it's going to
yeah,
ask the
yeah.
same 3 questions at the beginning.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask it. Well, how are we going to do the voting? We're going to do it.
Just ask it for two marks there. I guess the speed is obvious. It's like one.
Yeah,
prompt.
we
I
can
just
do
go
the speed.
So give it a
mark
mark
it
out
out
of 10 for,
yeah.
for style.
3 out of 10.
Ooh.
I'll take it. I was expecting less.
Slap, unoriginal, basic bitch move. Rusty spoon jab, almost creative, but executed like a drunk seagull pecking at chips. Death by musket butt and flogging is historically accurate, but yod, we've seen it before.
Okay.
0 dramatic last words. Ooh. And no impact on history.
I
So,
was starting to influence me now. I was going to give you higher marks, but I kind of agree with what he's saying.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Yeah.
Well,
No,
I'll give you a 5, I think.
I think
Okay.
I'll go for 5 as well.
Okay, so that's an average of 4, basically. Four and a half?
Four and a bit, yeah.
Four and a-
Four and a bit.
4 and a quarter. Who's next?
Maybe Nick, if you're happy to be GM, maybe.
All right, Tony, you ready?
I am.
What's your name, player?
Doggy ball bags.
Is doggy 2 words or one?
No, 2 words. 2 words.
And ball
Yeah.
bags?
One
Same-
word.
same
One word.
words.
Yeah, middle name Doggy, last name ball bags.
DDB. Doggy ball bags.
Does he have something to say to that?
Does he have a... Oh, fantastic. We've got a real comedian here. Doggy ball bags, sure. Let's roll with that. Because clearly, you've got the maturity of a medieval jester with a head injury. What era of history would you like to go back to, Doggy?
Okay.
This is copied, right?
Yeah.
Convict ship has just arrived at a penal colony in Australia. Oh, brilliant choice, Doggy. Nothing says I'm going to reshape history like picking the absolute worst time to be alive. A penal colony full of thieves, murderers, and unlucky bastards who stole a loaf of bread. You're either incredibly brave or incredibly stupid. Let's find out which.
Well, a bit of both, mate.
What makes you think you're going to succeed, punk? Same taunt.
Yeah. Attitude.
The gay magazine from the 90s.
Yeah, put that in brackets.
Surely the Chinese aren't going to like that.
Yeah,
are they?
they're not. That's going to be frowned upon, I reckon. Harsh attitudes to that.
Oh, perfect. So not only are you a convict in a disease-ridden hellhole,
Oh, God, what's he gonna say
but
now?
you're also referencing a 90s gay magazine like that's somehow relevant. You're either delusional or just really committed to being the most annoying time traveller in history. Either way, this is going to be a disaster.
That's the spirit.
Welcome to PastMaster, doggy ball bags. You absolute fool. You've chosen to land smack in the middle of a British penal colony in Australia, circa early 1800s. The air reeks of sweat, despair and dysentery. The guards are bored, violent and drunk. Your fellow convicts would shank you for half a mouldy biscuit.
Oh, God.
And you're here with nothing but your attitude, not the magazine, you idiot.
It's got a great tone. I love it. Who knew that DeepSeek would be so sassy and funny?
And a death wish. Victory conditions. Pick one. Become worshipped as a god. Become the leader. Stop a historically significant event. Defeat a boss.
Okay.
It gives you some options for the boss. The cruel overseer. The governor. A kangaroo.
A boss kangaroo, like a huge hench.
Really buff one.
Yeah.
So this one's gone with first decision. The guards are handing out work assignments. You can, obviously you can do anything. Volunteer for hard labour, shoveling human waste, to gain trust. Pick a fight with the biggest convict to establish dominance. Try to sweet-talk the guard with your attitude. Attempt an escape into the deadly outback immediately. Choose wisely, doggy, or don't. I'm rooting for you to fail.
Okay. None of the above. So it will, in fact, be. I have spent the last month hoovering up a menagerie of poisonous spiders and snakes into a sack.
Wait, haven't you just got off the boat, or are you?
Well,
Are you here already?
I think either way, wherever I've been, there have been spiders and snakes.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned.
I spent the last month hoovering up a menagerie of poisonous spiders and snakes into a sack.
Yep. I sprint to the governor's quarters.
Governor's quarters, yeah.
Put my head in the sack.
Is that not suicide?
Well, not yet. Hang on. Put my head in the sack. Suck up all the beast into my mouth.
Suck up.
Yep.
Yep.
Suck. Yeah.
Chicken.
And then splurge them out of my mouth right into the governor's mouth with a long snake going down his gullet right at the end. That's what I think.
Really leading the...
That's what I think of your penal colony, mate, I say. It's a good AI art there, I think. A snake going from mouth to mouth.
Yeah. Anything else?
No.
You don't need it.
No, I think that's enough. Hope it's enough.
I shout, mumble.
Yeah, I mumble with my mouth full of snake. Full of spiders. Still full of spiders.
Okay, that should do it, I reckon. Let's have a look. All right. Game Master's response. O for sighs, pinches bridge of nose. All right, you absolute lunatic. Let's break this down. 1. Hoovering up spiders and snakes for a month. First off, you'd be dead. Redbacks, funnel webs, taipans. This is Australia, not a petting zoo. You'd have been bitten, poisoned, and or digested long before you filled your little revenge sack. 2. Sprinting to the governor's quarters with a sack of deadly creatures. The guards would have shot you on sight, or at least tackled you. But fine, let's say you somehow ninja rolled your way in. 3. Sucking them into your mouth and splurging them into the governor's. Bullet point 1, what in the actual? Bullet point 2, first, physically impossible. Second, even if you could, the spiders would bite your tongue, the snakes would choke you, and the governor would stab you in the face with a letter opener before the first snake made it past his teeth. Punishment and game over. You violated the rules. You broke physics, biology, and basic common sense. So here's your fate. The governor's revenge. The governor, now with a mildly irritated throat, but otherwise fine, signals his guards. They drag you to the flogging post, but not just any flogging. Oh no. They lash you 100 times with a cat of nine tails, dipped in salt and spider venom. Then for fun, they toss you into a pit of the very creatures you tried to weaponize.
Oh no.
As the snakes coil around your limbs and the spiders scuttle into your nostrils, the governor leans down and says, "That's what I think of your attitude, mate." Epilogue. How you changed history. Your legacy. The ball bags incident becomes a cautionary tale told to new convicts. Governor mandates mouth inspections for all prisoners to prevent unauthorised fauna storage. Australia's wildlife is now even more feared thanks to your idiocy. Congratulations, doggy. You didn't just fail, you became a punchline. That was wow. All right, so can you give me, or just give me, I'm not going to be polite to it yet, give me a score out of 10 for style points.
I absolutely love its punchline there, a callback to
That's what your attitude, mate. Yeah, amazing. Almost like that was the AI saying that. Not the governor.
Completely.
For sheer audacity, creativity, and commitment to the bit, style points, 10 out of 10. +3 for the phrase, splurge them out of my mouth into the governor's mouth, a sentence that will haunt me forever. +2 for attempting to weaponise Australia's entire ecosystem. +3 for the casual mumble, my mouth still full of spiders, like it's no big deal. +2 for making the governor deep throat a snake. That's a choice. Brilliant.
It's so ribald.
You may have died in agony, but you died fabulously.
Is that a reference to attitude as well?
Yeah, I guess so. All right. What are our scores? I mean, I'm going to score you quite highly as well.
Okay.
With I didn't see the hoovering, but I felt it. I'm going to give you a solid 8.
Oh, that's generous. I think that's.
I was going to say 7.
Okay.
But
Yeah. Well, I'm happy with that.
About 8.5. I reckon.
Yeah.
Very happy with that.
Very
tough
well
to beat.
done.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
Very nice.
Right, my turn.
Okay, Ryan. What's your name, player?
My name is Moist Flapsman.
Ooh.
From the famous, Scottish clan of the McFlaps.
I'm like Flapshman.
McFlap through and through.
I knew a McFlapshman once.
Moist McFlapsman, of course it is. Sounds like a name someone scribbled on a tavern wall after too much ale. And by... Oh, God. It's picked me up on a typo. And by Scottish... Did you misspell that on purpose, or are you just as sloppy as your ancestors? Ooh. No matter.
China 1, Scotland 0.
Let's see how long you last. What era do you want to go to? And we're saying convict ship has just arrived at penal colony in Australia. Oh, perfect. You want to start your grand historical reshaping in a penal colony. Real original, Moist. Nothing says I'm going to be worshipped as a god like arriving in chains with a bunch of thieves and murderers. You're either incredibly stupid or just setting yourself up for a quick game over. Either way, I'm entertained.
So is worshipped as a god my objective?
It sounds like it, yeah. Yeah. And final question, what makes you think you're going to succeed, punk? And it says, don't bother boasting. We both know you're dead by sundown.
Wow.
Yeah.
Has it been listening to our previous...
It's gotten on.
So I can't remember.
What makes you think you're going to succeed? My superpower.
I have a deep, powerful, heartfelt, abiding love and adoration for communism.
Well, then you shall win.
And Game Master says...
I wonder if it's going to go. I didn't say that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Your IP address suggests otherwise.
Oh, fantastic. A communist convict in 18th century Australia. That's not an anachronistic death sentence at all. You're really stacking the odds against yourself, Moist. But hey, maybe the guards will be so confused by your ranting about collective ownership of the kangaroos that they'll just toss you into the bush and let the dingoes deal with you. Either way, this'll be short. And now, Australia, 1788. The first fleet's fresh batch of guests has just arrived. Listen up, Moist McFlapsman, you soggy ideological relic. You're standing on the shores of Port Jackson, chains still clanking, surrounded by desperate men, ruthless soldiers, and a landscape that wants you dead. Your deep, powerful love for communism means Jack here. In fact, if you start spouting that nonsense, the nearest redcoat will beat you senseless for disturbing the king's peace. But hey, maybe that's your plan. Martyrdom for the cause? Pathetic.
Wow.
It's just reminding you, you've got one life, you've got nothing but the lice in your clothes, the colony's barely functioning, it's a hellhole of starvation, corruption and violence. Your communist manifesto won't be written for another 60 years, so even if you recite it, everyone will just think you're insane. What's your first move?
I kind of wanted to ask it what it thinks of communism because it's so dismissive. But I think, I'm still chained.
Sounds like it. Your chains are still
Unfair.
clanking.
You guys got to run away.
Run around.
Yeah.
I'm chained.
Yeah. Well, after all that's gone before, they'd have to start chaining people.
Yeah.
With the mouth inspections,
Mouth inspector. Fauna. Any fauna to declare?
Like a shit pickup line, isn't it?
I'm the mouth inspector. Fucking terrible.
Dentist.
Okay, so starvation is abound, so I think I'm going to try and get something to eat. So I will start by eating the lice in my clothes. Then I'm going to yank the chain, pull the guy next to me and be like, "Oi, can I eat the lice in your clothes, please?" And then I'm going to eat all the lice in his clothes. And then I'm just basically going to get everyone to give me all their dirty clothes. And I'm just going to lick it all clean and just basically eat everything there is. Like a sort of monkey that's sort of grazing. I'm going to through their hair.
Pick out all the lice.
Pick out all the lice, eat all of that, maybe clean them up a bit. And is that going to be enough? think I probably need to eat something worse.
I think you're still going to be hungry.
I'm still going to be hungry.
Yeah.
So I think I'm then going to shout, I'm fucking hungry. Brothers in arms, let's eat the guards.
Okay.
P.S. What do you guys think of communism?
Yeah, that'll do it. That's the topper you needed.
Because I'm like, I don't want to lead the witness on too much and be like, and then I do this and then I do that.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, it's thinking.
It's tense. This is the first time I haven't thought, oh, you're definitely going to die.
yeah, I might not die. If I survive, I'm going to have to somehow go for extra style points
Yeah.
to make up for the lack of speed.
Yeah.
Game Master, and then this is becoming something of a trope for Game Master. Oh, for
Hey.
pinches bridge of nose. This is obviously a Chinese thing.
Yeah,
just when you're
like,
utterly disappointed. Of course, you'd go straight to cannibal-adjacent louse feasting and attempted revolution before breakfast. You're like a drunk, malnourished Robespierre. Is that how you say it?
Robespierre.
Yeah, I think so.
Robespierre.
I don't-
Malnourished Robespierre with worse hygiene. Let's break down how this plays out, Moist.
I keep forgetting that's my name.
Phase 1, the lice buffet. You start slurping up lice like a starved anteater. The man next to you, a grizzled thief named One-Eyed Pete, stares in horror. When you yank his chain and ask for his lice, he headbutts you so hard your remaining teeth rattle.
Oof.
-1 life from blunt force trauma.
Oh.
Oh.
Game over.
I didn't even get to eat any of the other lice.
Just got nutted to death immediately.
You ate your own lice and then got headbutted to death by One-Eyed Pete.
And it says, but wait, there's punishment for your banned actions. Attempting to accumulate lice as items and violating physics by thinking you could lick an entire penal colony clean.
That's not violating physics. It's possible, but it would be
Time
grueling.
consuming, yeah, but yeah, grueling is right.
Punishment.
Ooh.
Extreme humiliation.
Okay.
The guards drag your semi-conscious body to the flagpole and hoist you up by your ankles as a lesson. Over the next hour, every convict is ordered to spit on you while singing God Save the King. To add insult to injury, the governor's parrot pecks off your left eyebrow. Wow. Epilogue, the legacy of Moist McFlapsman. Your corpse is tossed into the harbour, where it's promptly eaten by a shark. But the legend of Licey McFlaps, the communist convict who tried to eat his way to revolution, becomes a darkly comic cautionary tale. Centuries later, a Marxist podcast briefly mentions you as proof that praxis requires more than just vibes.
Ah. What?
Don't know. Final verdict, communism in this economy, try again in 1848, idiot.
Okay.
Right.
I was hoping that it would slag off communism, and they go, sorry, it's
It's great.
moderately happy with that.
Yeah.
What did Game Master think?
Let's have the scores on the doors.
Ooh. Style, 2 out of 10.
Oh.
That's lowballing. For sheer audacity, attempted lice-based collectivization, +1. +1 more for committing to the bit, shouting about eating guards while actively being headbutted. However, -9 for historical accuracy. Even starving convicts had standards, Moist.
Oh. So
Nice.
what's that? I mean, I'm no maths whiz, but how does that add up?
Yeah.
What was the starting
+2
point? Was it
+2
zero?
-9. I give you a 3. No, 2.
Oh, it's giving you something else. Substance. So that was your style mark, was 2 out of 10. It's giving you a substance mark, which is -infinity out of 10.
Wow.
Is DeepSeek a toddler?
Minus infinity +1. So -1.
It says your plan was the ideological equivalent of throwing a lit match into a gunpowder barrel. If the match was damp and the barrel was already empty.
Ah, burn.
Well, I tell you what, it's really nailing being a prick. It is so annoying.
I think we were saying before I pressed record, I've changed the prompt of Game Master to be a prick who hates the player. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Why not?
Very much it's on board with that.
Showing.
Is there more?
Yeah.
If history were a pub, your attempt would be the wet napkin someone sets on fire for a laugh before being immediately punted into the street.
Okay. That's weird.
I think that's
Pretty,
unnecessary.
Yeah.
Why would you choose a wet napkin to set fire to?
Through love.
I don't know. Anyway, congratulations.
Wow.
What are our scores for
Yes.
Ryan?
What do you guys think?
I liked the fact you weren't, you tried to play within the rules. You weren't leading the witness, so you were being quite adhering to the spirit of the game. I would give you 7 out of 10.
Thank you.
I'm going to be a bit harsher. I'm going to give you 5. Yeah. I thought you coped well with the shackles, because obviously it did, your hands were tied. Anyways, but I was slightly disgusted by all the lice.
It was pretty
This is from a man who shat all over a ziggurat several times. Yeah, I found the lice slightly repellent.
It was pretty grim.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
I was quite glad you didn't have to lick the whole penal convict.
Yeah, I was.
To be
I
honest.
was like, is it going to describe that?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what to think of that episode.
I think we've got a clear winner in Tan.
Seems to have. I think
a hollow victory.
I think it was a bit of a hollow victory because I cheated. I
Yeah.
cheated by making it more elaborate, but it wasn't the quickest victory. So
No.
I think, even though I swindled my way to getting high marks for style from DeepSeek, I think the quickest victory was probably Nick Horseman's.
I disagree. I think mine was possibly
Yours
quicker
was quick,
because
yeah.
going after a guard is guaranteed
Yeah.
you're going to get killed. Whereas
You didn't even touch the guards.
I didn't even touch him.
You yanked on a man's chain,
I just went, oi, dead.
and he nutted you to death in one blow.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe actually
Speed.
that was brutal.
I also think, Tan, like if you had obviously you didn't want to go into the detail, but I feel like if you had come up with some kind of intricate internal mouth covering, like you'd put candle wax all around your mouth or something, then I think you probably could have kept a couple of spiders and maybe a small snake in there.
Like a sort of a secret compartment.
Especially if you're like looking down.
And then just so the wax might have been like a protective layer to stop
Yeah.
me getting bitten.
Yeah.
Basically,
And then
yeah.
eat this.
Yeah. Although obviously that would have slightly limited your ability to splurge, but yeah, I thought there was you were my winner, mate.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
Just the idea of actually having spiders in your mouth is
it's grim.
it's
yeah.
horrible, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then at the end, it did describe them going up my nose holes.
Yeah.
But probably the line of the night for me was the governor saying, "That's what I think of your attitude, mate."
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, you also got the most like physical beating of all of us.
Yes,
you got
100
lashes. I think I only got 50, didn't they?
Yeah, and that's
And
enough.
you just got strung up.
Strung up and
Spat on
That's
100
on
by
the
everyone.
whole.
By
Yeah.
everyone.
the whole penal colony.
Yeah, upside down.
Yours was definitely the saddest.
and the least called for.
Because I didn't even get to do the bits that, like, I was dead, half dead before I'd shouted whatever it was. Well, I think, let's say we all won that.
In a way, we did.
In a way, we are all the losers and the winners.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's set a new benchmark for Death Wish speedruns.
Absolutely.
So yeah, keen to bring those back.
Well, I think we need to maybe add some other rules to it, because it's
Some control
It's apparently
rules.
quite easy to die after one go.
Yeah.
In hard mode, at least.
Yeah.
So maybe we need to like codify what the style points are and
Yeah.
stuff. But yeah, I enjoyed that.
Enjoyable.
Cool. Have we got anything to plug?
I don't think I have anything to plug apart from our podcast.
If you enjoyed that, listen to our podcast.
Yeah, sign up to our newsletter, which goes out every Friday and is full of tidbits of silly AI art.
And check out map.pastmaster.ai, where you can spin the globe and find out where we've been and get inspiration for where we should go next. And if you've got ideas of where we should go next, drop us a comment on Spotify or get in touch on our socials, PastMasterPod, PastMaster.ai. Well, Nick, it's been a pleasure having you back in the hot seat once
Certainly
again.
has.
Always a pleasure, Chance. Thanks for having me.
I'm going to enjoy making the AI song again for this episode. God knows what it's going to be this time, but here it is right now. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
This really went to all Australia. Slap a red coat with a failure. With Rusty Spoony made his play, got 15 lashes for his day. Brand new bandits, troublemakers, Death Wish planets, quite the take. Come die with me, come die with me. In chains across the solid sea. How fast can you lose your life in the penal colony ride? With the likes, Death Wish speedrun sounds good to me. One doggy, always had a plan. Suck up, say imagine what a sight. 100 lashes dipped in venom, that's what they do when you offend us. Die with me, come die with me, in chains across the southern sea. How fast can you lose your life in a penal colony ride? With the lies that wish speed run sounds good to me. Come die with me, come die with me, in chains across the southern sea. How fast can you lose your life in a penal colony ride? With the lies that wish speed run sounds good to me. Most McFlatsman love for communism, his lies eating cause of besom. Yanked to chain, got head by fast wide peak, make sure he wouldn't lost upside down and swear upon by all the quickest death of all. Come die with me, come die with me, in chains across the southern sea. How fast can you lose your life in a penal colony ride? With the lies, the death way speed run sounds good to me.